Hey, thanks so much for watching. Today we're going to be painting and drawing. We're going to be using oil pastels for our butterfly and watercolors for our background. So today's class is offered as a partnership between the Ann Arbor District Library and the Ann Arbor Art Center, if you're not familiar with our class. And we do these classes, we premiere them every Sunday. If you don't have those materials, you can use anything that you have at home. I want to share with you a couple different butterfly pictures here. So we're going to be zooming in on just one of the wings, so you can see the way that I have zoomed in on this photo reference. Here's another photo of a butterfly. Use whatever butterfly. You can even just make it up if you want or follow along with me. It's up to you what kind of butterfly that you choose. So choose whatever butterfly you'd like. And then I want you to, if you're able to print it out, it's really helpful to really get to trace over those lines and the dots and everything so that you can really get a good feel for what the butterfly patterns look like. But even if you don't do that, go ahead and just draw it to the best of your abilities. It can be pretty faint and light with your pencil. It does not need to be super detailed because we are going to go back over this with oil pastels. So then you can see I've started to add in my light blue oil pastel along with a kind of a darker blue, almost a purpley kind of blue color, and I am fading. So on one side of those little shapes, I'm using the brighter blue, and on the other side, I'm using the darker blue. And then I'm taking that lighter blue again in between. So you can see me doing that now. In between those two colors. So between the light blue and the darker blue. And I'm going in between and kind of just drawing in like a little squiggle, and that helps smudge the two colors together. If you're having a hard time making that smudge, you can also grab like a little paper towel or something and use that to smudge the two colors so that it becomes a really nice, smooth, blended area. Now, after you do the large sections, the large shapes first, then you can go ahead and do the little tiny ones. So you can see what I've done here is I'm outlining around the small shapes with the darker blue, and then I'm just going right inside of those colors with the lighter blue. So I'm filling in that part now. And then once I've covered all of those areas, then I'm simply going to use my black because that's the colors that I've chosen. And again, you don't have to choose even realistic colors here if you don't want to, but I'm choosing to use my black oil pastel to carefully outline around all of those different shapes, pressing down hard so that it covers really well. Oil pastels, if you're using those, you'll notice that sometimes they're kind of textured and the lines aren't super smooth, so you have to press down hard and go back over it a couple of times. So once I've filled that in, that is now when I go into my watercolors. And what's really great about watercolors is you can use watercolors and they are not going to paint on top of your butterfly because your butterfly is with oil pastel, and that creates what's called a resist. So that watercolor paint will just go right around it into our background. You can use whatever colors you want. I encourage you to paint your paper wet first with a paintbrush and water, and then put your color so that the colors just kind of bleed and blend and just look so beautiful all together. So I hope you enjoyed this butterfly project, and I hope that you will tune in with us next time.